I'm sorry, be mad with me all you want, but it's gonna be too goddamn hot this summer to be fat. If y'all hoes is still fat, this tea is still for sale. Drop down in the description box and click the link to purchase this and other fine weight loss products so you could be cool this summer and not smelling like beached whale because you hot and sweating in places that we didn't even know existed. Bye. Now y'all don't set y'all ass up there and made a king, a queen, and y'all expect the most confused person in the house to be the person that's supposed to break ties and make a decision. Child, please. Do y'all want to talk about it? Here we go. Nessa girl, did you get into episode 2 of BET Presents the Encore? Entitled, Pam is still a dyke, okay? What about you? What about me? What about us? What we gonna do? Child, what we gonna do is stop lying in the name of Jesus. And I'm looking in the viewfinder right now and realize, God damn it, I got on a green shirt up against green screen. I hope I can edit this out. Maybe not. Oh well, y'all just have to sit me on this damn green screen. Listen, I am loving BET Presents the Encore. Slowly but surely, with this character development, people who I did not like are now becoming my favorite, aka LeMisha, because bitch, I gave Misha ass the business on episode 1, but baby, what I did when the tables turned. The tables are starting to turn, and we're going to talk about all of that. But I'm going to tell you one thing that made me smile. And remember when I was telling y'all, you know, on my Married to Medicine review, that there's a shift in reality TV and this whole lazy ass production of just 5 women going shopping and going out to eat. It's just been done. I smiled from ear to ear when I saw the competition, Survivor, real world-esque elements, game show-esque elements being added to this show. It was sheer fucking genius. The whole let's vote a queen, queen this week, queen next week, sheer genius. It almost feels as like this show was helped, engineered by a psychologist who knew what stressors to put on people to bring out the entertainment value that we need for this to be a successful show. The only question that I have is that this show doesn't give me that we can get multiple seasons out of it unless each season is different washed up people who never got an unsung. But that's between Carlos and Todd to figure out. Nevertheless, episode 2 was just as good as y'all told me about it. Y'all know I had to get this thing out before episode 3 came on tonight. I love the whole voting for the queen thing. And believe it or not, they voted for the person that made the most sense. It only made sense that Pam was the queen. Pam was the least confrontational. She's the most level-headed. She's the eldest. She got the Lord on her side. She got Jesus, Mary, the disciples, and everybody else that was in the Bible. She got Noah's Ark and all the animals. What about me? What about you? What about the animals? What you gonna do? Toto, help me sing. Toto, help me sing. Help me sing. And not, it's gonna rain. Yeah, y'all remember, I'm gonna play Toto, It's Gonna Rain when I get off the line. For y'all young girls that might not understand, Toto was the shit back in the day. And you know I always love the cuts that don't make the radio. Check out Toto, It's Gonna Rain when you get off the line. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link in the description box to that video if I remember while I'm editing. Nevertheless, something else that I like that they threw into the bunch that messed them up psychologically was y'all can split off into 2 groups all y'all want, but all of y'all have to be featured on at least 3 songs together. Now listen, unless they finna call Quincy Jones old ass in here and they finna do a 2021 rendition of We Are the World, I don't know how this is going to work unless they do it Mississippi mass choir style and one bitch sang and the rest of y'all is the chorus. Okay? He taught me how, oh, he taught me how to wash, oh, to wash. They're going to have to do that Real Sister Act 2 style or whatever the case may be if that's going to work. Because other than that, it's just going to be a whole bunch of tomfoolery. The Giving Away song that they were singing with I almost called them boys Cool and Dre. They name gonna be Cool and Dre for the time being. The Giving Away Jamaica song. You know, believe it or not, and I never thought I would say this, but based on what the lyric was and the melody, and based on the uniqueness of Pam's voice, I think Pam's voice belongs on that chorus. Pam killed it, and then Fallon killed it. I did like Fallon. Now, when Irish was in there, you know, at first I was like Felicia bogarting herself in the room, giving her advice that's not going to go over well. But she did, you know, give her something good. And Misha seemed receptive to it. Misha seemed so damn nervous. She was like, child, anybody throw me a lifeline. Child, she had done called Pam to come in there in the booth with her because she was just nervous. But see, here's the thing. And I know the whole falling out of 702 thing is water under the bridge, and it's 15, 20 years ago. But y'all are no longer allowed to tell that story. Especially when the story goes, I wanted to sing more, I wanted to perform more, I wanted some more front time, and this is what you're giving currently. Because although you might have been able to sing the house down back then, it's very hard, and most of us don't have enough money or good enough credit to get into a time machine to go back then and try to formulate some type of understanding of what it is you were feeling and what it is you're talking about. All we can do is go based off of what's going on right now. And what's going on right now is that you kind of look like you don't know what you're doing. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, and I want the most success for Irish and Misha right now. But if those women were to pass me in a mall right now and were to tell me, or if they were to open up at the goddamn PTA meeting for the third grade class of 2022 and tell me that they were former record artists, I would be like, girl, and I'm Britney Spears. I'd be like, sure enough, girl, you lying. Good style. You know what I'm saying? Because there is just nothing, and don't get me wrong, singing, when I went to Florida State University and got my degree in economics, and people ain't teach me shit about singing, vocal cords, or anything like that. It's just hard for me to believe, though, that your talent fell from a 10 to a 1 in 15 years. Like, I can understand falling from a 10 to a 7. I can understand falling down to a 6 on a rusty day. But it's like, I mean, it's just feeling non-existent right now in any capacity. Like, girl, Irish, when you was in there singing, I was on Amazon trying to see how much credit I had because I had just returned something. Girl, I was about to get you some little waters. And I'm going to tell you something. Y'all sleeping on selling them waters and them deodorants and little Kleenexes and little peppermints and blow pops and juicy fruit. Girl, you got to get double mint of juicy fruit. Them the only two that work in the club. Y'all sleep on the importance of that job until your ass is at the club and you realize rushing to get dressed, you forgot to put on deodorant, and you trying to holler at a nigga over there in the corner, and your ass don't want to smell like Subway on $5 foot long day. Okay? Them little deodorants and the lady that sell it instantly become the most important bitch in the damn club. Don't you sleep on people who work in the support role, because that's what you need. But Irish girl, I was getting ready to buy you some waters. I was going to send you some waters. You know, I like Misha. One thing I will say about Misha. Misha is like me. This is what I could do. This is what I got. I'm going to give it all I can. And then y'all just going to have to let the chips fall how I fall. And I'm going to be confident in where I'm at. Misha got up there. She went to the booth. She didn't get up there with that nervous energy. She said, look, girl, whether I'm nervous or whether I'm confident, this all that's finna come out of this. So here it is, and what you could do with that, okay? And I love her for that. But Felicia gave her great advice, and it seemed to have worked. Kiely came in, and she pulled the Candy Burris and just went down as low as she go. Now, girl, you know you saying broken promises, promises, and you saying broken promises up here. Okay, where do broken hearts go? Up here. Broken promises, up here. Girl, we ain't never known you to be a Toni Braxton reincarnate. I just, no. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and it's to be seen, that would really rock the damn socks off of this thing, and maybe they could do this for the next season. If they could find it to get like old school to come through and mentor on one episode, like, don't y'all know how dope it would be if like Patti LaBelle slid through that bitch? Gladys, Shaka Khan, Nita Baker, Stephanie Mills loved doing stuff like this. She loved to come through because, child, she tired of singing on the affordable old school concert at the Wolf Creek Amphitheater in Atlanta for $25 an adult and free admission for children under 12. Regina Bell would have came through. I was about to call somebody. I was about to say Selena Johnson could have came through, but her ass about me to be in that house with y'all. Please don't kill me, Selena. That's my friend, honey. I'm your woman. Woman. Nikki Gilbert ass show could be in there. Kelly Price, nasty attitude ass could... Let me keep going because I'm about to get these people in trouble, and I just made up with these damn people. Shantae's got them. Mona Scott Young could slide through there with the girls. But if you really want to mix it up and put them hoes, start psychological warfare, have K. Michelle and Tamar, have Janae Aiko come through that bitch. Okay, have Queen Naja come through that bitch with her non-singing ass. And tell the girls what to do, baby. That'll really start some shit down to the Music Mansion. Misha overhears Fallon and Kiely talking about her and Irish. That was hard to watch. It's hard in any situation when you it's happened to me before at work. I've been on both ends of it. I've been the person talking about somebody that they've overheard, and I've been the person talking about, and it doesn't feel good when you hear people, just give the raw, unadulterated, honest opinions of you. And it's hard, right? Because how do you reconcile people's feelings with reality up against truth? The reality of the situation is, if they had to get on a stage today or tomorrow based on episode 2, Irish and LeMisha are not ready. They're not there. And based on what we've seen 2 episodes in, they cannot sing. Like you would think that they were somewhere smoking crack with Whitney Houston and lost their voice. What was that song that Whitney Houston did when she came back? I didn't have the strength. I was a comeback. I was a struggle. Whatever it was, that damn song she had when she was singing at Toni Braxton Register that we didn't understand because her bills was backed up and Pat had spent all her money. That's what y'all giving right now. Now, I understand from the little bit that I do know about singing that the vocal cords are a muscle, and I damn sure know from just being a performing arts student in theater that, dance, they make the moves simple enough, you can get the dance moves. But as of right now, y'all girls, listen, I ain't mad when a bitch critique me and it falls in line with the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? If a bitch tell you, let me just leave it alone. Misha started crying, though. That's when shit got real and it hurt my feelings, right? Like, I began to feel sad because honesty without compassion is brutality. And I don't think anybody wants to hurt anybody. Everybody's just trying to claw their way to the top. It hurt me that she was hurt. It hurt me to see her cry. It hurt me to see her broken down in that capacity, despite the fact that what was said about them could have been said with a bit more love and compassion and not in such a backstabby type of way, but it was the truth. I do like that Shamari and Pam and Nivea, you know, wanted an opportunity to help build her up, and they went to bat saying that they haven't even given y'all an opportunity and they've already counted y'all out. But you know, again, I don't know everything about singing, but I know we got 30 days, and I know that 30 days is not going to take you from where they are currently to you know, Ticketmaster Live Nation status. I'm just saying. But it's a show and we all got to be here. So Pam decides to hold court, and I love Pam with the whole neutral energy. She took her crown off to establish this is a safe space. We all equal. And LeMisha says, let's just rip the band-aid off. I heard y'all hoes talking about me, the twins. And Felicia says, Felicia get mad. She say, don't lump me into this. But you know what, Felicia, it's unfortunate. You are going to get lumped into everything because off rip, y'all presented like a package deal and y'all both were rah, 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 together. So don't get mad when you get lumped in with your sister. But I get you. Don't say me, say Fallon. Fallon and Kiely, y'all was sitting there talking shit about them girls. Now here's the thing that get me. Either I got some fucked up ass cable, or Kiely did some type of Jedi mind trick where she tried to flip it and become women empowerment after she was the one tearing everybody down. She talking about she came here for a positive experience, but you the most negative bitch in the damn house. It's confusing me. You're talking about the lack of professionalism, but it's unprofessional for you to want to lead the girls, be the creative director, and you're causing division, dropping seeds of doubt everywhere throughout the damn house like a rat that's uncaught, and talking shit about people and being sarcastic and being hard to get along with. Like you are a bitch for no reason. And the thing about it is, everybody sees through it. You're broken, sweetie. You are broken to your core, and you think that you're hiding it, but it's showing in your neck. Like it's all right here, and it is consuming you, and it is sucking your youth dry like a vampire. Because baby, I remember I was in middle school when y'all was doing broken promises in high school, and you was younger than me, and bitch, you look bad. Okay, you and LeMisha look like y'all going through the same shit. Like a man don't put y'all through 11 years. You've been his secretary, his love and his secretary, working every day of the week. He was a good man, Savannah, until he started fucking your friend and your sister too. Them broken promises, girl, you carrying it in your neck. You look like Giselle from the Real Housewives of Potomac, and you was too young for that. That's all that misery. That's all that bitterness. That's all that hate. That's all that doing wrong that you did to Notori and them other girls in that group. See, your ass don't want to be a part of a group because you scared all that karma gonna come back around and bite you and give you some more broken promises. But what you don't understand is that karma has already got you, honey. It's sitting there in your neck, waiting to be released. It's right here like a turkey, and not the Thanksgiving turkey that you get from the grocery store, like yang 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 around the dinner table. The turkey that make them big old turkey legs, them big Titan turkey legs from Disney, bitch. It's in your neck. You know the universe is cruel and unforgiving. It got something for your ass. Of all the places it could have put it could have put it in your stomach. It could have put it in your thighs. It could have put it in your ankles like Tamar Braxton. It put it in your neck. Girl, you got some serious karma. You need to get down on your knees and pray. You need to get down on your knees and eat some of Pam holy coochie, because only God is going to clear that shit up out your neck. Or whoever the hell Cher and LL Cool J went to, because baby, that neck look like a pre-existing condition. Bitch, I know you ain't got no insurance, because ain't nobody finna take on that liability, girl. You look like you need years and years worth of treatment. More treatment than a damn cancer patient for that neck. God don't like ugly, and he ain't too crazy about pretty either. And it shows wetness, a girl, in your neck. Okay? You might call Kaya because she can help you with your neck and your bike. But that bike is flat. Where is it at, baby? All that fat is in that neck, baby. And I'm finna get up off your neck because I done stood on it for the last 4 minutes, and that ain't right. I ain't gonna jump you the way them girls were. I already ran over your ass and your neck with a semi-truck, but hell, you deserve it. Felicia cleared your ass, though. Felicia told her you was a two-faced bitch. That you don't want to do nothing, you doing nothing but complaining, and what y'all see as bitchiness, I see as a mask for insecurity. Kiely is insecure, and she's hurt. She's hurt, broken, insecure, and she is a little girl playing woman. Maybe because she had to grow up in the business and she didn't have the proper tools or time to mature. But she is a little girl playing make-believe, masquerading as a grown woman. All the while carrying on like a 15-year-old with the emotional intelligence of a 12-year-old. But the neck of George and Weasley Jefferson. Let me get off this girl neck. Aubrey does the vision boards. It was a great idea. You know, when I saw it, I was like, wow, we're making progress. I love what she did, despite the fact that it is a little confusing because you want to split the groups in two, and then now you want to do a cohesive unit. But I guess given the new directive that we have to do X amount of songs together, it just makes sense to work and color within the lines. I loved it. She brought it to Pam. The twins loved it. They brought it to the group. And you can tell when somebody has a good idea that comes from a genuine space, birthed out of genuine energy, everybody bought into it. And here is where the tables turned. When she presented, I saw Misha and Irish become empowered. Okay, we do see ourselves. I saw Pam smile and Pam became empowered. Okay, because there is a world and there is a plane where all of us can exist in our own rights. And I definitely think Aubrey's magazine clippings definitely captured that. That's when the tables turned. And whereas Kiely was trying to oust Misha and Irish off the island, because Misha had her sisters behind her and now could buy into Aubrey's new vision, the tables turned and she took all that negative energy that was radiating from your neck. She took her mirror and her Power Ranger stance and her all you get and did like this and reflected that shit right back at your ass. Because baby, the tables turned when mama did like this. Then she looked over at you and said, well, you don't want to sing. You're not in the group. You're clearly not creative director. What are you here for? It doesn't make sense that you're taking 30 minutes in the booth if you're not going to be all you get in the group. Baby, I said, ooh, bitch. Listen, the Bible, and Pam could tell y'all this, the Bible said one day the tail will become the head and the head will become the tail. Or what I did when the tables turned, baby. Kiely was sitting over there. Now here's the thing, and here's when I knew she was nothing more than a broken little girl. Because you sat up here, you came in very pompous, very arrogant, very uptown. You gave everybody your ass a kiss like you this girl, you do this, that, and the third, but then you sat there and you shrank. You shrank to your truest self. A broken 14-year-old because you sat there and started damn crying. A bad bitch that stand firm in her word, mean what she say, and is about what's going on and coming out her mouth, would have been able to stand on the side of right and would have been emboldened enough to stand there and look them girls in their face and give it right back to them. But you cried. Why? You alienated your own self. And then when people met you where you were on your island, or when they wouldn't meet you where you were on your island of alienation, then you wanted to Karen up and cry. Then when you walked off after Felicia took up for you, you wanted to make your tears about being confused because she called you a two-faced bitch last night and she's taking up for you. Now that ain't why you're crying, mama. That's not why you're crying. You're crying because you've got a room of 8 people who don't like you. You've got a room of 8 people with guns pointed in your direction because you made yourself a target by trying to point guns at them, and now you couldn't take it. Tired of all these broken promises. Based on your confessionals, though, it still don't look like you learned anything. All that sarcasm is just a cover up for insecurity, and it's bad. You know, Kiely, you're doing what Dustin Diamond did, Screech, when they had Screech on Big Brother. If there was an opportunity for anybody in the business to want to work with you, we all know who work in the entertainment business. And this transcends color. The word difficult is the kiss of death. To be perceived difficult in any way, shape, or form is the kiss of death. If your old Disney execs, old record execs, if Raven Simone or anybody want to do a Cheetah's Girl reunion or bring you on one of the shows or do anything right now, especially considering that we are in a climate of reboots and rebirths and old school tours and stuff, we're the perfect climate for you to make some type of resurgence, aka a coin. You've shut all those doors. I don't know who would want to work with you. Because you're a bitch. Plainly put. Here it is. I'm trying to write total remixes for Pam in the name of Jesus. And really quickly, I can't believe I skipped over Aubrey touching that leg. Pam, you know, the church people gonna get mad with me. Because somehow or another, you know, there's this notion that you can be delivered. And granted, Kiely used a very strong word, which was homophobic as it related to Pam. And I don't think Pam has any intolerance in her heart. But being delivered suggests that you need to be delivered from something that's not of God. And if God created and made everybody and he made them in their image, then what are we saying? It's one big contradiction. Pam got activated in between her legs and in her butt. I don't give a good goddamn what anyone said. As human beings, as people who are in close proximity, you know, we tend to get comfortable. We tend to touch on each other. Now, if Pam would have just said, you know, I don't like people touching me. You're violating my personal space. That's one thing. Pam, there was never a day when Aubrey touching your leg, the general world, the world as a whole would have thought that there was something going on between y'all or going to be something going on. That was your own. You told on your own self. You told on your own self. You exposed your strap on. Okay? Quiet as it's kept. God. We ain't seen your ass in the dress or a skirt yet since we want to be so, you know, by the word of God and perception, honey, because you still look like a dyke. And you still carrying on like one. Just one that's trying to go through some rehabilitation in the name of Jesus. You sound about as crazy as them people who send their kids to conversion therapy. Pam had that reaction because Pam ain't felt the comfort of a man or a woman in so long, and that touch and that smooth caress and Aubrey perfume activated something in between her legs and in her butt. I don't give a good goddamn who don't like it, and if Pam don't want to watch my videos and she want to rebuke me in the name of Jesus, she could do that too, but I know what it is. Honey, I know you for your works. I know your type. Nevertheless, I'm going to get off the line before I upset the church people too much, and I'll call y'all back in the name of Eddie Long. Bye.